might as well do it uphill. And that's what the North Stars have just done, scoring a shorthanded goal. A 2-on-1 at that. Neil Broughton came so close so many times in the third period in Game 4. He missed them all, but he didn't miss there.
As the first period ends, the North Stars are rising. They get a further lift at the start of the second when Frank Pietrangelo takes the place of Tom Barrasso, who strained a groin muscle. But the Stars won't be able to test him for a while as Minnesota takes another penalty and the Sharks start to circle. But once again, it's the Penguins who feel the bite.
Penguins leading 4-1, but they're a little generous. Here's Gagne with a shot off the post in the net. Another short-handed goal, 2 tonight for Minnesota.
Dave Gagne's third goal of the series cuts Pittsburgh's lead to 2. With plenty of time remaining, both teams try to take charge.
Gavin trying to cut off the left side. Around Roberts' shot blocked. The rebound. Angelo's got that. Here's a break from Lemieux. Coming in on Hayward. Oh, what a glove stop.
Solid goaltending keeps the score at 4-2. But late in the second period, Ron Francis makes matters a little clearer for the Penguins.
Francis chases it. Coming back is Wilkinson. Francis a drive. He scores!
5-2 Pittsburgh. Ron Francis pays another dividend from the late season trade. Now the Stars badly need a break, and they try to make one as they ask referee Kerry Fraser to check what they believe is an illegal stick being used by Phil Bourque. Bourque is sent to the box for 2 minutes, but the guys in green are once again unable to fire up the power play. Pittsburgh's penalty kill is deadly.
I think it was Bob, Barry, and myself were out there, and it just seemed that everything we did went right. We seemed to get a piece of all the pucks and kept turning them back and flushing them out. And you know, it was one of those kills that I'll remember for a long time. It was just, you know, seemed like we had momentum for the whole kill.
The North Stars had seen their power play go from 27% effectiveness to something closer to 10 against the Penguins. But just when things were looking their worst with a 3-goal deficit in the third period, some Minnesota magic reappeared.
The line with it is Duchesne. Trapped it for Bobby Smith. A backhander. They bang in the rebound. Dolan. Laid up ahead to Gavin here on the right side. Put one in the slot. Pop with a shot. Off the post. They score!
One goal from Ulf Dolan, another from Dave Gagne. And with 12 minutes to go, it's a 1-goal game and a genuine nail-biter that isn't resolved until the 59th minute. That's when Troy Loney goes hard to the net, and a centering pass ricochets in for a goal that counts. The North Stars saw it one way, and Loney saw it another.
It's kind of turned into kind of like a 2-on-1, 2-on-2 situation. He got over the blue line, I just went to the net, and he shot it at the net, and I just kept going, and I was in the net, and the puck was in the net, and the net was off, and the light was on, and I just thought I better get out of there before they ask any questions.
With the score reading 6-4 and 99 seconds left in the game, the Penguins were in control. And as Pittsburgh play-by-play man Mike Lang likes to put it,
Elvis has just left the building.
Upon their return to Minnesota, the North Stars tried to regroup in a hurry. Coach Gainey told goaltender John Casey he would be back in the net for Game 6, as Minnesota faced elimination for the first time during the postseason.
It's just not a series. It's just not a regular season. This is the last game if we lose, and we know we don't want them skating around with a cup on our ice, and we don't want them skating around anytime. So there's a lot more pressure in this one than the other ones.
It's going to be a good test for us guys. I think we're ready to accept the challenge. I think the guys are, from what I see in the dressing room, they're really ready. I mean, they don't think the season's going to end tonight. Neither do I.
Minnesota fans remembered that the Stars were unbeaten in 22 of their last 25 home games dating back to January. But the Penguins were cooking up a little number of their own. 1, the number of games necessary to win the Stanley Cup.
You know, I just want to get out there and finish these guys off because, I don't know, I got kind of a bad feeling in my bones, you know, by the time we shut them up.
That's a tough task at the Met Center, where the decibel levels were at an all-time high. The North Stars were sky high themselves, and their game plan was to come at the Pens with everything they had. But the physical play in the previous contest had already caught the attention of the authorities.
The officials met today. Goaltenders are not allowed to be hit anywhere. Even if they have the puck in the corner, the referees will be watching.
The quick start here is Tenori gets the North Stars in with a shot that's flat out of the air, and immediately Parise is fouled.
penalty immediately.
It was the start of a long night for Minnesota, but a glorious one indeed for the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Samuelson with a shot. He scores! Here's Lemieux. He scores! Luke Mullen scores! Pittsburgh has done it again. A 3-goal lead over the Minnesota North Stars in the first period, third game in a row. He comes out in front, flips it. They score! Joey Mullen with a pass to Francis. He's got a break and scores! Here's Mullen on a breakaway. Walks in and scores! Jim Pack has fed Mario Lemieux. Gives him the puck. The kid moves in and scores! And Murphy has just scored on a backhander.
A result which left no doubt. Pittsburgh had defeated Minnesota 8-0 to clinch the Stanley Cup. For the North Stars, disappointment would give way to great pride in a remarkable achievement. But nothing could top the joy of the Penguins, a team that had known all the hills and valleys that hockey had to offer, a team that finally reached the peak. In the aftermath, shared respect among all the participants, and for a player whose year began with back surgery, a triumph for Mario Lemieux, named the winner of the Conn Smythe Trophy as the Stanley Cup's most valuable player. But now, more than ever, the team came first.
Well, it's always nice to win those awards, but you know, Kevin Stevens played unbelievable in the playoffs against Boston, Washington, Jersey. Tommy Grasso, Mark Recchi was great, so I'd like to share this trophy with all my teammates.
Such was the happiness of the 1991 Stanley Cup.
To be Stanley Cup champions is what we all set out to do at the beginning of the year, and by far the ultimate feeling for a team.
Put that cup over your head is the best feeling I've ever had in my life. It's the ultimate. There's nothing better. I can't think of anything else I'd rather do in life than skate around the ice with a cup over my head. This dream is gonna last forever. Don't you ever wake me up.
Unbelievable feeling, you know, you can't explain it. It's just something that you don't really realize what happens. And in our locker room right now, it's an unbelievable feeling. I don't know how to explain it. You know, we're excited beyond belief.
And tonight, the guys got there, and it's a night they'll always remember. I'll tell you that it's going to be bigger this summer. It'll be bigger 5 years from now.
I don't want anybody to push me or shove me into anything because this is the best dream I've ever had, and I don't want to wake up.
ProSet, the hottest cards on ice. ProSet has been proud to present the 1991 Stanley Cup video.